Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how you can create a virtual machine in Microsoft Azure. So first of all you need to log into portal.azure.com and you should have a valid subscription. So I have a valid subscription so I can create a virtual machine. So for creating a virtual machine you need to click on create a resource, or you can just select a left blade where you can see create a resource, or you can go here and you can select a virtual machine and click on create. So I'll just click on create here and it will populate it will come to this dialogues and form where you can you basically fill all the details to create a virtual machine. So first of all it is asking to fill me a resource group, so at that I can select an existing one or I can create a new one. So for now I am creating a new resource group, giving any name, click on OK. Now you can give the virtual machine name. So what I will do here is I can give any virtual machine name. For an example, I want to create an Ubuntu server, so I will give a name Ubuntu VM. It should select yeah. So I have given the virtual machine name, and now I can select any of the region where I want to create this VM. So from the list of all the available regions I can create in any of the regions. So for time being I am selecting US East. I am not selecting any availability option because I am going to use this VM for my dev test environment. So I am not selecting anything here in the availability options. In the image option you can see you can have like Ubuntu server 20.04 LTS, 18.04 LTS, Windows 2009, and many other options are there, but I am selecting Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. Okay, there is something called as Azure Spot instance, but I don't want to use this, and there are some sizes also available. Based on the sizes you can based on your requirement you can basically select the sizes. So it comes with all the default configurations. My requirement is like 8 GB memory and 2 virtual CPUs, so I'll go ahead with that. And if you want to see, you can see all the sizes by clicking this. Okay, and the rate is also available here, like 5048 rupees 93 paise per month you are going to pay for this. So there are two authentication methods, either using SSH public key or by password. I want to use by password, so it will allow me to create username and password. So just let me create it. You need to confirm the password. Yeah, if the password is same as in both the fields, this blue tick, this right check will come. And here are the like inbound ports. So for SSH port 22 is by default enabled, and if I want HTTP and HTTPS request also, so I can select it here. Next is disk. So what type of disk you want. So mine is not a very urgent or not critical application, so I will use a standard SSD or standard HDD also I can use, but I'll just go with this. And there's default encryption method. and by default it will be like 30 GB, and I can additionally add few more GBs of spaces. Again, I need to select like which type of disk I want, so I can change the size as well. I don't want this premium SSD. I can go with this backup things, and I can select this 32 GB and click on OK. Okay, so encryption method is default. I'll click on OK, and you can see the new disk has been attached with standard HDD LRS. Okay, next click on networking. So here the virtual network is created, subnet is created, IP is created, and network interface card, network security group, everything is created, so we don't need to change anything. Just click on the management. I'm not changing any of the default settings, so clicking on next. Again next. To tags, like here I can give OS and value is Ubuntu. Okay, so like this you can provide tagging to your resources. Next is review and create. So whatever fields we have given, whether they are correct or not, so this review and create will validate, and the validation is passed, and as you can see I'll be charged rupees 6.9163 Indian currency per hour. Okay, so these all are my details, what all the like I have configured. So now I can click on create. It is going to take some time, probably 2-3 minutes, and here you can see all the activities going on in the background. So once all the resources related to this VM are created, it will be populated here. So just wait for a couple of more minutes and the virtual machine will come up. See, the virtual network is created, IP is created, network security group is created, and they are creating Ubuntu VM, that data disk which I selected additionally. So it is getting created, and now it is created. You saw right the green checkbox, and now the virtual machine will be available. So this is something related to network which is created. You can also like click on this download button, so that whatever if in future you want to create the similar virtual machine along with the similar settings, you can download this JSON file, and using the ARM template, Azure Resource Manager template, you can straight away create your own virtual machine without providing much details. So it is still saying deployment is in progress, and yeah, the virtual machine came up, and I can go to see by clicking go to the resource. So the resource group which I created populated here: operating system, disks, the RAM and virtual CPU details, public IP, location, status is running, the subscription name. The DNS is something like every time when you stop and start the VM, the IP address gets changed if it is not in static IP. So if you configure a domain name server here, then you can only give that name, and you don't need to remember the IP address. So you can give, right, I am giving filenet dot east. So when I give filenet, it is accepting, and the URL will be like filenet dot eastus dot cloudapp dot azure.com. I should click on save. and the IP address changes are saved. Let's go to Ubuntu VM details. So once I'll click on refresh, the DNS name will be populated here. So you can see, right, filenet.eastus.cloudapp.azure.com. So by this way you can create any virtual machine based upon your subscription, and this is the private IP to communicate within the network security group. Like within the same network security group, if other resource want to connect or communicate with this virtual machine, they can use this IP address, or this is the private IP address. Hope this video helps you in creating the virtual machine. Stay tuned for this in this channel for more updates and more such practical sessions on creating virtual machines and related